Malone's album.
What is it? Love Lasts Forever, right? Right.
It
Copying
sounded like
ASAP
the
and shit.
album lasted forever, but
You know, that was a good one. Yo, what is good, fam? Welcome to episode 102. Speaking of which, podcast, got my man John in the building. You know what I'm saying?
yes, sir. Speaking of which podcast, episode 102. If you didn't catch last episode, we really got into the nitty gritty of like Caribou and Yachty situation. We spoke about
Speaking
Ken.
of that, we'll talk about that. Something happened at
more?
Yachty's show. You ain't see that?
No.
Bro, it was a moment of silence for Juice WRLD. And somebody in the background, all the way in the back, fuck Caribou. When it was, he started laughing.
Oh my god.
He started laughing. He was like,
yo, that's
he
crazy.
didn't want to laugh, but he had to, bro. Anyways, yeah, we here.
Check out our recent episodes. Today,
Yeah,
we're going to be
man.
discussing some very, very sad news. We'll get into it.
Facts,
We're going to also be discussing the Super Bowl. The musician that's performing that day.
No round twos.
It's not a bad decision, but, it is in New Orleans, and we do feel like someone else who's a New Orleans legend should have done it. And what else we got, man?
We gonna talk about Lone's bloated ass album.
Lone's album.
What is it? Love Lasts Forever, right? Right. Copying
It sounded
ASAP
like the
and shit.
album lasted forever, but
You know, that was a good one. We got that. We gonna talk about this Dom Corleo show real quick that I went to this
Corleo.
past Friday, and it isn't his fault, but we gonna talk about
and
how
of course,
it looked like a funeral service in there. But yeah, and then we gonna talk about. Hold on, I got it right here. What we
this
got?
is good.
It's not bad, right? Yeah. Travis Scott, man,
Travis Scott.
and some chick named Sabrina.
Days
Carpenter
before rodeo.
going back and forth
Yeah,
for
we're
the
gonna
number
talk
one
about
spot, which is crazy for a 10-year project. The fact that it's even being posted, like blog posts, like why is this even a thing? It's not like a new project. Why, like, whatever. And she said this is for Nicki. Did you see that?
it. Yeah,
What was that about?
I don't know. And Nicki wasn't fucking with it, by the way.
Really?
Nicki was like, "Why you?"
You saying fuck me for? Nah.
Exactly.
All right, so
Sad
yeah,
bag.
man, unfortunately, one of my favorite rappers of all time, Rich Homie Quan, tragically passed away on Friday, I believe. The last person I would have ever expected, bro. Because we have another wall here. This is the current legends that we have alive today. We have another wall with rappers that passed away. And I never would have thought I would have to put Rich Homie on that, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy to
unfortunate.
even think about, bro. 34 years old, 5 kids.
Last time I
It's just
seen
sad,
him,
bro.
really, like, I wasn't really too in tune with his new music, like you were.
Yeah.
But I, of course, watched Kai Cenat, Phantom, and all them.
There was another dude, too, that he was on
Duke
his stream.
Dennis.
That was a good one.
So I watched that. I watched that
He's
live
so
stream.
high-spirited, right? Rich
Yeah,
Homie?
really dope. And
Man.
shout out to Duke, who brought him on at a time where really nobody was really rocking with him like that. And Duke wanted to give him his flowers and just be like, "Yo, you were my favorite."
Yep.
And like to this day, you're my favorite artist.
That's all. I love that.
So
I
that
saw
was that was the last time I really paid attention to
Mhm.
Quan. Yeah, man, let's stay away from the drugs, man. That fentanyl ain't no joke.
Bruh. And like
It's
the way he
very
passed
unfortunate.
apparently was nobody truly knows, but if you listen to the 911 dispatch, she was telling the ambulance or whatever, I need an ambulance, and then she was asking for what's that called? It's like a machine.
A defibrillator.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't have that. I don't have that.
Or even like a overdose pen.
Right. Damn, what's that called? I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. So long story short, it's sad because he never showed up in the bed that night. He always stays in the room. But she figured he just knocked out on the couch. So she went to drop off, I don't know if it was her kid or his kid, to school. But before she left, she thought he was sleeping. Put a blanket over him, came back. He was still in the same position. And she checked his pulse. He wasn't breathing, no heartbeat. That was sad to hear.
Oh my
She
god.
said, she's like, he has no heartbeat. So yeah, it's tragic, bro. Like, what I was telling him off camera was like, for example, you see how a rapper like a Ken Carson, like nowadays, is like touring every day, living a crazy
He's
lifestyle.
kind of like the face of lit culture.
Like, I don't justify it, but I could totally understand someone like a Ken Carson or someone like a Yeat, like who's just doing drugs all the time because they're just in that mode right now. You know what I'm saying?
early 20s. Let's keep in mind, they're like
Right.
21.
But Rich Homie, let's be real, like he not really doing shows like that. He's mellowed out, slowed down. The show money ain't what it used to be. You would think like you're not really in that lifestyle anymore. But like you said, drugs don't have a name to it.
Yeah, I was saying off camera how like yeah he's 34 now and still habitually doing drugs. Yeah, he was lit 10 years ago, but the drugs like I said, they have no age, man. Like
Yeah, the
once
habit's
you
still there,
once
I
you
guess.
find a habit and like a lifestyle that you rocking with, especially with drugs, it's hard to wane out
It's
off of
just
that, man.
sad too, cause he was on Matt Hoffa's thing 2 years ago, like late 2022, and he talked about how when he was first coming up and he was doing shows for like 80K, like he's lit or whatever. Got this motorcycle going
Motorcycles,
crazy
yeah.
right now. But nah, he was saying like he was getting booked for like he was like how much? 100K? Bro, we up, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So that's when he started doing Molly, and he felt like he couldn't. He's like I ain't gonna lie though, I was making my best shit off the Molly. I ain't gonna lie, but like literally from like for years he was popping Molly all the time, even before he was brushing his teeth. He said like he
Wow.
was that addicted. Like he's like it make you fuck. You know what I'm saying? You lit. I was making my best songs off that. I couldn't do a show without it. Like I was just geeked up. And then like he said he stopped doing Molly like 6 years ago. That's what he said at that point. He's
Damn.
like, and then they all started clapping for him. And then that other dude that sits next to Matt with the dreads, what's his name? The dude that sits next to Matt Hoffa. He's like an older
I don't
guy
know
with
his
the
name.
dreads. But
I don't.
he's the one that got sunned by. Oh, no, that wasn't him that got sunned by Yayo. But, anyways, he was talking to him about how proud he was. He's off of that. And like how it could go a crazy spiral. We don't want to see that happen to you and shit like that. But
The biggest thing too is like you mentioned how the show money ain't the same, the popularity ain't the same. So the quality of the drugs he's getting will not be the same. Like you getting when you're lit, you can afford real scripts. Like you know what I'm saying? Like real
yeah,
prescriptions. From doctors.
right,
Whether
right.
it's a fugazi doctor or whatever. When you're probably in the situation that he was, where he couldn't afford those type of things, he was getting it off the street or random dudes, and these random dudes don't care who they selling to. They're gonna sprinkle a little less than point. I think it's zero point ten
It's like a
percent.
grand
Zero.
grain of sand. Like
Yo, literally, like zero. I think it's 0.20 grams
right,
of
right.
fentanyl can kill an elephant.
Wow.
So they want the customer to come back, so they're putting just enough for you to come back.
Right, right.
And these guys are regular dudes, Joe Schmo from down the block. They're not
Yeah,
scientists,
right.
so they probably got a bad batch.
And I heard even if you smell it as you're bagging it, you could die. That's
Like
how
shit.
strong it is.
Yeah.
So
Um.
it's just so unfortunate, bro.
Yes.
You know
It's
what I'm
something
saying?
that it's happened for years. It's happened to friends of mine. It's very sad,
We're
man. Like
losing too many, bro. And then what Quavo posted on his story was kind of crazy to like really put into perspective. It was a picture with Rich Homie, Young Thug, the whole Migos. Yeah, Young Thug, Rich Homie, and the Migos, and like he had like different emojis over each other,
Rocket, rest in peace,
and then he had
Takeoff.
a broken heart with Offset. But then he posted another story like, "Oh, we just made amends or some shit. Just got off the phone with Offset. I wonder how
But
long that's gonna
But they
last."
said that I want to say once before
Yeah, after Takeoff passed, probably.
they did that performance, but even before or after the performance at BET
Hmm.
commemorating
Yeah, Takeoff.
Takeoff, there was like video footage of Cardi B yelling at the two of them to calm down. You guys are family. Stop fighting.
Right,
Da
which
da
is
da.
true.
This was like before or after that show.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, very sad situation.
and you know how much I
Stay
rock
off
with
the
Rich Homie, bro. So
Give
that
me
shit hit
give
me.
me top five
That
of
shit
your
hit me
own,
hard,
like your
bro.
own personal favorites,
Right, so
and
there's
we
a
could leave lifestyle as like
that's not even in my top 10,
yeah,
honestly,
because
because
that's
that's
like
not really
everybody's
a
favorite.
that's not even a Rich Homie Quan song, for being honest. A Young Thug song featuring Rich Homie. But definitely top five is probably "Get the Fuck Out My Face" with
The
Young
fuck out my
Thug
face.
for sure. It's a song called Straight STR8. It's on a mixtape called Back to the Basics mixtape, which came out the same day as Damn, and I listened to that before I listened to Damn. That's how much of a fan I was,
Rich
bro.
homie.
Dead ass. Straight, Get the Fuck Out My Face. War Ready. It's off the Rich Gang mixtape. It's a solo track. Rich Homie, so hard. It's called Stressed. It's off his Coma project that came out 2019, which is kind of sad. One of the lyrics where he, in like the chorus towards like he doesn't say it right away, but he says it a bunch of times. Where he says like I'm in a coma, I'm not dead, but he sings it. It's pretty sad to hear now. Stress, and then there's a song called Old Quan, where he talks about never sell your soul, Quan. Everybody want the old Quan, but I'm trying to be a better me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he says it in the chorus like I'm trying not to overdose off this pain medicine. But like he talked a lot about drugs, bro. And a lot of people don't notice that.
His man's died off a fake
A
pill.
lot of people, oh yeah, there's a song called Crazy. He's like, I'm sad that my boy just died because somebody gave my boy a fake pill. And then he goes, uh, if I take perks, rich homie on chill, some shit like that. But yeah, a lot of people, because I've been reading a lot of comments like, oh, it wasn't like him to do that. He seemed so sober all the time, which he did. He did look like very high energy, high spirited. He wasn't like, maybe back in 2013, 2014, he was high off. Every interview you saw, he was mad smack. But like lately, he looked all cleaned up, clean shaved. He looked good. You feel
Yeah,
me?
'cause you
Like,
can't afford it. He probably
but
wanted to
like,
so
bro, I
bad.
saw a bunch of comments like, "Damn, that's not really like him to pop." Have you even listened to his lyrics? Like, he talked about pills a lot. He definitely talked about drugs,
Let
which
me ask
is
you
sad.
before we get off the rich homie topic. It sucks that people say like he fell off or
Hmm.
like he lost his footing in the game.
Which he explains what happened about that.
Yeah,
A lot of label
give
shit.
us a little insight,
A
like
lot of
if you
label
could,
shit.
like
Yeah.
quickly, like
So
what
basically,
happened?
what
Because I know the
happened?
situation with
Yeah.
his OG, him and his OG and Young Thug had a beef. That's
And
why
it's
Young
sad
Thug's in
too
trial
about his pops too. I
for
feel
killing his
so
OG.
bad for his dad, bro, because you should have seen his story. He was like devastated, obviously. But they almost killed his dad. His dad became his manager like 2017, and like he was a barber for like 30 years. They almost killed him, and
Hmm.
like he made a song called "Daddy," dedicated to his dad, bro.
Yeah,
It's mad sad listening to that now, but basically like when he got on, Think It's a Game Entertainment was brand new. The guy that owned that was like a hood dude. Like it was on some yo, let's start a record label. He even said it himself like we ain't know. Like we was just straight out the mud. Like fuck it, let's start a label. Boom, and then it was under I don't know what shit it was under. Think It's a Game Entertainment, which they had Wife and Lucci under there too, and I forgot a couple other people, but yeah, so he's lit, right? Everything's popping, type of way going crazy. 2013 to like 2015, it was lit, right? But then it was getting to the point where like 2014, he wanted to drop an album. Like, yo, what's up? Like, my reloaded mixtape going crazy in the
because
streets.
this is
Like,
mixtape era, by the way, big
this is
time.
still
Like
before
that
streaming and
Piff
shit.
live, yeah.
So type of way going crazy, right? And then like, yo, what's up? Like, I just dropped another mixtape called I Promise I'll Never Stop Going In, which had blah 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 walkthrough crazy bangers, and he's not really getting money off any of this shit. Like that's straight Dat Piff live
This is before
mixtapes.
streaming. Streaming came like
Like
2015,
he's making
16.
no bread other than show money. Like what's
Right.
up? Like I'm popping as fuck right now. Like at the point when Mamacita came out, people don't understand. Like Rich Homie was more popping than
All of
Travis.
them, all of them.
Everybody.
Thug and
So it's
Travis.
getting to the point like 2014. He was saying like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, where's my solo album? Like, bro, I got mad songs. What's up?" So that like, it just kept delaying, kept delaying. So that's when the whole Rich Gang shit came about. He just started hanging around Young Thug more, and then he just wanted to make a. They just did the tape out of just making music. Birdman's like, "Yo, you guys got chemistry." He's rubbing his hands like. Once he heard Lifestyle, he's like, nah, y'all gotta make a tape, bro. This
Yeah.
shit going crazy.
And by the way,
Yeah.
I know this little
Mhm.
nugget of info. Shout out to LBL, the videographer who's shooting all
Oh,
Rich
BLB.
Home BLB. Yeah,
Yeah, man, legend.
he said that they only really rocked with Birdman because they was both trying to get out of bad contracts at the time.
And I'm sure Young Thug's contract was horrible.
Garbage.
Who knows what it
It's
was?
like infamously garbage.
I'm sure.
With Leo Cohen, for sure.
Right. So long story short, he's like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. We just gonna make this Rich Gang mixtape, which by the way, still not on streaming. They haven't made a penny off of that.
Probably waiting for the
But
10-year anniversary.
Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows how legendary it is. I don't even know if they even can put that on streaming. Who
After
knows?
10 years, yeah,
I really don't know how that works, but whatever. So he's like, bro, I still don't got an album. Then he drops a mixtape called Double R. I forgot what it stands for. With Flex on it. The song Flex, which was one of his biggest singles, which he actually was like, he hated that song. He's like, I made Flex real quick, and then my homies was like, that shit hard. Like, you should make a video to it. Ended up being like literally his top 3 highest charting song with that dance that he was doing.
Yeah.
Walked in 30,000. Right? Flex went crazy. So now it's 2015, and then him and Thug started separating a little bit. and he's still like, bro, with an album at. So then that's when he started getting to a whole law. He went into court with Think It's a Game, and he never had beef with the dude. I forgot his name. He's like, it's all love, but like I had to settle that in court. Like I was. They owed me
He
mad
bought him
bread.
his way out. No, didn't he buy
They
his
went
way
to
out?
court. It took like 2 years to get out of that shit. So this whole 2 years, they wasn't letting him drop no
Mind
music.
you, Thug is going crazy.
Exactly. So Young Thug going crazy. Flex is the hottest in the streets, and then he couldn't drop anything. 2016 comes around and he drops like a little mixtape, but it
By
still wasn't an
then,
album.
by then people are forgetting about him for
Still
sure.
wasn't an album. Music is changing at this point. So that's when in 2017 he signs with Motown. And he's like he went to like 4 different labels. It was something about Motown that just felt right. He's like all these like black people that were super popular in that label from like the Temptations or like just a bunch of people that his dad really that what is that? Oh, they got a drone. That's a drone. You don't see it? Right there.
Oh, they do.
But nah, yeah, long story short, he signs to Motown, right? And that it just felt right. So he's like, all right, now I'm getting ready to drop my album. So then he drops that Back to the Basics mixtape, same day as Damn, which didn't really do too crazy. It charted maybe like 78 on the charts or whatever. Mind you, it's 2017 now. Still don't got an album out. No debut project. 2018 comes and he finally drops his debut album, Rich as in Spirit, which is an amazing project, by the way, but it went to like deaf ears. Like nobody really heard it
At that point,
unless he was really tuned in, which was me. And then he went on tour. I went to his show for that album, 2018 Gramercy Theater. There's probably like 100 people there. I was front row,
wow,
boy, front row for that shit. So yeah, like it just dropped too late, like the label
right.
shit. And then 2019 he drops a mixtape, and he left Motown. I forgot who he signed to. It's a shame,
Probably
bro.
went independent.
So it's
Yeah,
really just
that's
label shit. At the end of the day, he came out at a time where streaming wasn't there yet. So it's kind of unfortunate. Like he didn't really was like he didn't make no bread off his best shit. Really, it's
yeah.
kind of crazy, right?
No, that's true. That's true. Music was changing at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan, man. That shit,
God bless, man.
for real. ATL. We were just talking about he was on the ATL rappers list.
Do you remember what number?
He's in the 20s, I believe, something like that. But yeah, man. Speaking of another ATL artist, we got Destroy Lonely. He from ATL, right? Am I bugging? He from ATL, right?
Yeah, he's from Atlanta, East Side.
Top feel about.
East
How you
Side
feel
shit.
about this project, man? Let's get straight to it, man. Is it a
Um,
yay or a gay? What we feeling?
First of all,
Is it underrated?
I've tried listening to the entire album on multiple occasions. I always reach like the midway point, but then I got something to do. So
Yeah.
then I started shuffling instead.
Which you can do with this project. There's no transitions. Mixing is not the greatest. Here.
Yeah, I noticed that he tried to do something like he
The
tried.
intro track is interesting. How you feel about the intro track?
It's a little long,
It is, right? It
um,
takes a while to really get to it.
but I like it.
Yeah.
I like that he switched it up on there. However, I know he tried to do something he tried to make an album
Yeah.
with like little sound effects and
Some
people
sampling going
talking,
on.
sampling. It just more motorcycles. Okay. It just didn't come together, man.
Not at all. They going crazy.
Or they
If
farting
they were
out the
bumping Rich
ass.
Homie, I'll give them some props.
No, but he really tried to put together a cohesive album, and it just wasn't cohesive at all. Also, let's blame Lil 88 because Lil 88 was the executive producer. It sounds so all over the place. The production, it's not cohesive enough.
I gotta check the
But
song list.
It's literally all over the place. It's like he threw 21 songs at a wall and was like, let's see what comes out of it. You know what I'm saying?
So I had already said this before on my channel, but that drone is mad annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It's just mad loud. I'm sure that you can't hear it because these are sensitive mics or not sensitive, whatever you call it. But we can hear it. But I was bumping this when I went to go for like a jog or whatever, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like halfway through, I'm like, I've been jogging for a minute. I'm like, I went to check my phone. I'm like on track 13. I'm like, oh my god, like it's still going. Like I don't know what it is, bro. Like it's not bad. And I said this, like there's not really a song in here that's like horrible. And I do think that this one thing I do appreciate about Lone is that every project does sound different. Like
Yeah, that
no
is.
stylist.
You
If Looks
cannot
Could
box him in
Kill.
for sure.
This project definitely has a different sound than If Looks Could Kill for sure. But it's like,
Can we
yo,
keep it a stack though?
what?
He's saying a whole lot of nothing. He's rapping his ass off, but like not
That's low
saying a
key what
damn
Lourdes said.
thing.
That's what Lourdes said. We bumping in the whip, and she's like, "What is he really saying?"
He's saying a whole lot.
She's like,
but like,
with Ken, I feel like I feel it. Like I feel with Ken, like on Green Room and songs like Rockstar Lifestyle. Like not that I could relate really, but I feel him though.
yeah.
With Lone, he's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
No, he
I
really
don't
be
know what it is,
rapping. He
bro.
really be rapping. Like he be on his Wayne shit. Like I noticed that he
Yeah.
tries to be on his Wayne shit.
Like it's not bad. It's
But
hard
it's
to
like-
explain, bro. You know what it is, bro? I think I know what it is, bro. It's he can't do a whole project by himself. I'm sorry. Maybe no stylist, but
And if he
it's
was
too long.
If he was, it's got to be 15, 16 tracks, right?
max. Like you see how like Love Hurts, that was a good with Lil Uzi, one of Lil Uzi's
Ooh.
best features.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
Uzi bodied that
Uzi
shit.
bodied
Uzi
that.
went crazy.
Yeah.
If there was more features to like give you some breathing room and like it's just mad Lone. It's just like 20 songs of just Lone. I'm trying to figure out the word. Like
It's mucus music.
it's just not
Wow.
it's not different enough to be like, okay, not like you can handle it. Like you could listen to 20 songs. Like with Ken on the Great Chaos, every song kind of sounds different a little bit.
And it's short and to the point.
I
I
feel
feel like
like
it's
with
short and
this,
sweet.
it's like I don't know, it just gets boring. It gets redundant. It's too
He's
much.
saying a whole lot.
No features. At least with features, you can. What's the word I'm thinking of?
You
bro?
get a break. Like
I
you get a
guess.
little like
Like, okay, we got a feature now. Like it's just not just Lone. He's not. He is versatile, but it's just I don't know, man.
But the thing is, No Stylist was a great album. There was like 2 or 3 that could be taken.
Yeah,
Out.
for sure.
There
But
was like
that
a
was
good
his
2 or
peak
3.
for sure. That was No Stylist was his peak.
But
project.
the thing is, it took 3 years for No Stylist to drop.
3 years. What you mean?
3 years. He had that album for 3 years.
Yeah, but nobody knew who he was 3 years prior like that. Doesn't matter. That was really the breakout project. If we're being honest, nobody was noticing him like that unless he was super tuned.
He
in.
had that whole album finished for like 3 years. He said in an interview before
And
it
then the
dropped.
nerve of this guy
To drop more
to
music.
drop 5 songs on a website that you had to pay for. I'm already paying money to listen to a bunch of shit a month. You think I want to pay $5 to listen to these shits, bro? Come on, bro. And those were like his greatest grails, right? That's what everybody said. Yo, I can't wait for this shit to drop.
It's not on DSPs. I thought I
It
heard
did
it.
now, like 3 days later.
Oh, okay.
So that's another scam. This is why this whole project is a cash grab, bro. In my opinion, they don't give a fuck about the artistry.
That's another
They
thing.
don't care about the love of the tape. It's
It
just
feels like
get as much streams as you can,
it feels just thrown together, right? It feels like mad lackluster.
bro.
From
They
the
added
from the
those
album
songs.
the album, nothing's cohesive. The album cover, the song, the only
Album
theme
cover's
is
cool,
that
though.
love hurts. Oh, it's like
I
that's
just-
the only thing.
They only added those songs to boost up the first week sales. Like I'm not stupid,
right.
and it's like it still only sold like 25K first week. Like,
Also, narrative probably had a big thing to do with
but
it.
why not put those projects on the original project? I mean, those songs. Like
right.
it makes no sense. Like it just goes to show to me that he didn't really. It's like, oops, my bad. Like I made a mistake. Let me fix that. It means that you don't really care about your project like that.
No, I agree.
It's like with the whole Pink Tape shit. I said this on my video. Like you see how he just moved on the next day. Lovers Rage 3 dropping. Like you over here adding songs that be like, oops, damn, this should have been on the original tape. That just makes the original project watered down to me. Cause now when you buy the CD, those 5 songs are not on there. Like the original project is not really
What's
what you
interesting
wanted.
though, speaking of the CD,
There's a Don Toliver song on there too. That's only on the CD. Yo,
but the thing is that happened because his girl blew up the fact that Lone was talking shit about
yeah, he
Don.
called him the F word, boy. You didn't see the tweet? Like, yo, you're the
Really?
one that's calling Don Toliver what rhymes with a maggot.
Really?
Hell
I thought he was
yeah.
talking about like
No, boy. He's like, you saying his voice is trash. He's a,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? And you out here in the studio with him.
He's a Bob Saget.
You know what I'm saying? He's
That's
a gadget. That's what
wow.
he said. So it's like, yo, come on, bro.
Big
A
boots.
Great Chaos shits all over this project, bro.
No solid shits on both.
No, hell no. Nah. A Great Chaos is the best opium
Oh,
project.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of I thought you said if looks could kill
No,
shits
no,
on
no.
this. So what's
Nah.
what's the worst
It's like
album?
two.
If
It's
looks
like a
could kill?
turd. Hold on. It's like a turd and diarrhea. Like which one smells worse? I'm listening to
Okay.
If Looks Could
If
Kill more
Blix
than
could
this.
kill, word. Yo,
Yes,
so from the
but they're all
album
good
cover,
songs. Don't get me wrong. Honestly, it's hard. Pass Me the Keys, a good
there's
track.
a song that has a long ass intro. I think it's called Scissor, and that's the
Syrup Sipping
that's
is
the
hard.
best song on there. But it's got a
You like
45 second.
America? You know that song?
Yeah, that's hard.
America. It's like
Yeah,
America. That song's hard. That song's hard.
I got
There are good tracks.
okay.
It's just mid. Period. That's it.
End of discussion. So I
It's
have
not horrible. It's just mid.
I have Love Hurts in my playlist. I have Say That.
I forgot about
I
that.
have
Man.
Syrup Sipping.
Say that.
Wish You Well. America.
America.
And then
What?
I got two bonuses.
No worries. Go crazy.
No Worries.
Yeah, no worries is
And
hard.
Pass Me the Keys.
Hear this beat though.
So that's
Nah,
another
this beat
thing.
is hard.
That's another thing I want to discuss. It was very much like, it sounded like real Ian to me. Like a lot of those beats, because it's like vintage Atlanta sound. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like
know what you're
I
saying.
heard a lot of Ian type beats on there.
What's up with that Thrill track though?
Thrill?
Yeah, the Ken Carson shit. That shit.
Oh, I heard
people
it
are
once.
people are like glazing it. It's not that good. It's probably their
It wasn't
worst.
that good for me to add to my playlist.
It's not even their best like collab song at all. Like Ken's bodied that shit. by
At
the
this
way.
point, we
But-
need a Ken and
yeah,
Lone
but
project.
Lone's mixing is dog shit. He sounds like he's like muffled, like it's lower than Ken's vocals.
Blame Lil 88.
Ken comes in and it's like, oh shit, you gotta lower the volume a little bit. Lone, it's like I gotta raise the volume a little bit. Fucked it.
Yeah, the whole album is just
And they
all
got
over
the nerve.
place.
They got the vinyl out now, $40. I ain't paying $40 for that
Yeah.
shit. Make that shit 20. I'll consider it.
There's just no cohesion. What's the theme?
They don't care. They just want streams, boy.
From the album
telling
cover to the single.
What do you think's better? Hold on. This or 2093? That's a clip right there.
Damn.
Love Lasts Forever or 2093? Let's talk about it.
Strictly
Let me
off-
know in the comments right now.
Strictly off cohesion and just embodying what
Psycho CEO is
better than everything on this
damn
project.
near.
I'm gonna go with 2093. Just the whole he captured everything.
Yeah, I felt the theme.
Like,
I
yeah, the
felt the
theme,
theme on
yeah.
it. Especially after that show.
With Love Hurts, it's like, what are you really telling me? Like you're rapping a whole lot, but not
Love
saying
hurts,
a
bro.
lot.
I'm sure your girl could attest to that.
Damn, yo.
Hey, man. Let's talk about this. You know what I'm
Donovan
talking about?
McNabb?
Yeah, we got the Michael
Chad
Vick.
Pennington?
Michael Vick is headlining the Super Bowl in February. Yeah, we got that boy K-Dot. If
Mark
not like
Sanchez?
us, never would have came out. He would not be headlining this. Let's keep it 3,000. But it went #1 for a million weeks, and we got Kendrick headlining a Super Bowl. Man, it's pretty crazy. Bro.
Over.
Think about that.
In New Orleans over Lil Wayne.
Hey man, it's not.
Wow.
It's about what you done for me lately, bro. You know how the industry is, man.
And to be
They
honest,
don't want acts like
as
that. They want
as
who's popping
mainstream,
now.
let's be honest, as mainstream as Lil Wayne was, people don't really care about mainstream Wayne like that. They care about his mixtapes. And what's not on the radio is his best music. So what are you really gonna play at the Super Bowl? She will.
I mean, he
Go DJ.
Nah, he play
The block is
Lollipop,
hot.
Got
Lolli-
Money.
Yeah, but that's like
That's like Lollipop.
that's not
like,
really Super Bowl. Like
You think
even though like Snoop Dogg and them, I don't know. It does
Come
don't.
on.
It don't really encapsulate.
Right above it. That's he could do that. He could bring Drake out. Nah, but that's cheating though.
Right
That's
above.
cheating, right? You need just Wheezy F Baby.
We're in gutter gutter.
Shit. Yeah. Nah, he could do bedrock and shit. Stop playing.
Nah, he should have did a Cash Money, Young Money
He could do
show.
Fireman. Imagine him coming out to Fireman. All the fireworks coming off. And
Nah, he got a
he got no shirt on, sagging. It's the Fireman.
dreads falling
Yo,
out.
what?
Nah, he got a song dedicated to
With a
football
cane
team.
and shit. I'm the Fireman.
No ceilings, no mixtape. Weezy's the best because he had
I mean, no ceilings is on DSPs now. Fuck it. You could do it.
he had a song dedicated to the Packers. I remember that. Green and yellow, green.
That
and
was
yellow,
always
green
weird.
and
How you
yellow.
not a Saints fan?
Cause it's that. I'll explain it. I know everything about Lil Wayne, bro.
You don't know his blood
His
type.
father is B negative. Anyways, his father would always. His father was a big Packers fan.
But he hated his dad, though.
Well, his stepdad.
Oh,
He didn't know his real dad.
That's why he took
His
the
real
D out
dad
his
got
name.
killed.
That's why he took the D out his name. You know that?
I thought he was gonna say some gay shit.
No. That's why he took his name is Dwayne, but he took the D out because he didn't like his pops. That's what I'm saying.
But his stepdad would bring home mad Packers stuff, and that's why he wasn't a Saints fan
So he a cheesehead.
type shit. But back to the actual topic. Kendrick Lamar.
We're talking about
headlining.
Wayne from that.
Yeah.
K.
Kendrick.
Dot. Think about where Kendrick has come from, bro. Like he been in my documentary that I made of him, he was rapping for mad long, bro. Like he was rapping since like '04. Literally, he made a whole Carter mixtape type shit where his eyes are closed and he has. You didn't see that?
Yeah.
Bruh, literally.
He was on the tour
He
bus
was
with
like
Wayne.
Wayne
nigga.
out. Like
He
the
was-
J Rock video.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Like
There's a music video for Lollipop, right? And there's a behind the scenes video for it.
and Kendrick
And
is
Kendrick
there?
is in the-
No.
Kendrick is not in that particular video,
Yeah.
but there's another video that has nothing to do with that behind the scenes video.
But he's next to Wayne?
Where he's in Wayne's tour bus and he's waiting for Wayne to come back from shooting.
A Millie?
No. Lollipop
Word?
in Vegas. So like Wayne and Kendrick
because
were
it was supposed
there.
to be J Rock first.
Yeah, it was really J Rock because but
I get it.
man,
What a time, bro! Imagine seeing Drake, Kendrick in the same tour bus or some shit. Like,
yeah.
because Drake said like he was with Wayne.
This was that was like
R.I.P
08 though.
days.
That was 08
Yeah.
before Drake was around. But
No, I know, but I'm saying, but still though, imagine seeing that now. Like Kendrick and Drake probably didn't even know each other, probably right next to each other. Who knew
Yeah,
what would
man.
happen? But yeah, the
I'm not
fact that-
excited for it. I just know
I think it's gonna be an
Kendrick's-
amazing performance. You know, the Super Bowl goes crazy.
Yeah, Kendrick's gonna drop an album that night. We already know, or that Friday, or whatever he's gonna do.
But
He probably
think
gonna drop
about
it Friday.
Though. Like for him to grind for so long and like where he's at and how I never honestly thought that Kendrick would become this popular. We already knew how big Kendrick is and he's a legend already. But damn, I don't think I ever saw Kendrick headlining a
Outside
Super
of the
Bowl,
West Coast,
ever.
though, who is saying Kendrick is their favorite rapper?
Oh come on, a lot of people, bro.
Outside of the West Coast,
Yes.
Their
Shout out my
favorite-
boy Ant, bro. Kung Fu
Oh,
Ant. You know what's Sam.
my God.
You know what's Sam. Real lyrical heads love Kendrick. What are you talking about? You act
They
you
love-
act like
okay,
New York
okay.
don't fuck with Kendrick.
I'm not saying that.
You said
Don't-
outside the
Don't
West
put words
Coast.
in my mouth.
Outside the West Coast.
Yes.
That's a hot
Who's
take.
saying Kendrick is their favorite rapper
Lyrical
of all time?
older heads, bro. Like the
older
pro
heads are gonna
era
pick,
fans, like that type of crowd.
Older heads are going with old school West Coast.
Nah.
And old heads on the East Coast are going with old school East Coast. Who is saying
I personally don't know them, but that doesn't mean that they're not everywhere.
you cannot name a
Ant,
a
Ant,
Kendrick
that's the
stan?
one I know. Bro, Kung Fu Ant. You know who that is, bro.
You talking about Leon?
No, boy. Come on, bro. He's like the.
Oh yeah.
He be at every show.
Yes,
He
yes,
loves.
yes,
He
yes.
plays baseball and all that. My
Yes,
son, you
yes,
already
yes.
know.
Shout out to our guy.
He's a Kendrick stan, bro. Like die hard.
All right.
That's
Outside
that's
of
someone
him.
I know. But I'm just saying, you can't
gonna-
act like
It's gonna be a
that's
diamond in
something
the
you could
rough.
say for like Nav or something. Don't ever say that about Kendrick ever again, bro. You wildin'. Kendrick's nobody's favorite rapper. You tweaking, boy.
Nav is crazy though. There's
Ooh.
mad brown boys that love Nav. That are finally accepted
Fine,
in
I
hip hop.
guess. I guess
You could say
them.
that for like Skipper the Flipper or something like that, or like Lil Scrappy.
Or Young Scooter, maybe. Like, yo, that's my favorite rapper. Like,
Yo, Jay Critch's favorite rapper is Young Scooter.
word?
Random fact.
That's hard. I thought it'd be Trill
Yeah.
Sammy.
Yo, by the way, did you bring up Trill Sammy to that guy because he kind of had like the Trill
No, you
Sammy
told me to
cut?
say it.
Okay, yeah.
You like,
He
yo,
kind of
mention.
looked like Trill
He's
Sammy.
like, yo, mention Trill Sammy. I'm like, all right.
All
You
right.
ready for the Trill Sammy show? But yeah,
Yeah.
Kendrick, Super Bowl.
I don't care.
Oh shit, look at this. Lil Wayne's engineer reacts to the news of Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl. Confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all inspired.
Right above it.
We'll never again be in a position or have the GOAT in a position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decision. We will make the decisions.
Nobody asked you,
He said
dog.
Carter 6 is finished, by the way. Do you care?
Yeah,
I'm good on solo Lil Wayne music.
I just
I'm
hope.
good. I like features, but I personally don't care to listen to a new Lil Wayne tape. That's just me, though.
I just want him to work with modern day production.
Word, right? You did say that.
Like, come on.
Give us a
like,
Metro. Give us a
Yeah.
Benny X.
Benny X.
Give us a Pierre Bourne. Fuck it. Give us something, right?
like 808
Nar-
Mafia.
Yeah, or what's his name?
Southside.
Nardo, the dude
Wait.
that made Hood by Air and all these new Cardi songs.
Oh, Cardo got wings.
You feel me? That boy a legend.
Yep.
Cardo
Like
got
work with some new
wings.
people, man. Like
Yeah, man.
you're a
but-
legend.
So real quick, so I went to a Dom Corleo show this past Friday, right? Shout out Dom Corleo, cool ass guy. I was in the green room. We were chilling in the back. My son was eating peanut butter and jelly, talking about how he bleached his hair and shit. Cool guy. He about to braid his hair. Anyways, what the fuck was up with that crowd though, fam? Bro, when I tell you I couldn't wait to go home, I couldn't wait to go home. Like
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. Like shout out my boy Heiko. He did his best to turn the crowd up. He's playing Mamacita, Fiend, Ski, X, everything you could ask for. Two Hollis. He's playing mad shit. I'm literally the only one in that pit. I felt it was me and like two other people.
Everybody else was looking
Everybody
at you.
else is looking at me like a fucking idiot. Like look at this fucking 30-year-old dickhead, dumbass. Look at him, bro. Literally, Mamacita. I'm doing the right. I'm waiting for everybody to close in, and they go, Mamacita. I'm literally by myself, bro.
Looking like a whole fag.
Like a fucking idiot, bro. And I literally told everybody, like, yo, y'all all trash. Every single
He
one of
literally-
y'all. I recorded all the y'all all suck. Like, what is this?
What did you
This ain't
pay
a
for?
library. What are we doing? And then the other dude's like out of breath because he turned up too. Like, yo, this crowd sucks, bro. This crowd is fucking trash, bro. I was like, yo, who you telling, bro? He had the on his shirt. I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on at all. But they had a couple performers, Rolling Threat, Southside Silhouette. It was like a bunch of people first.
It's so funny. We was gonna book him like 2 years
I
ago.
know, but yeah, Southside Silhouette sounded hard live. I ain't gonna lie, like damn, that shit fire. There was a London rapper named YT. He had that shit pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, yo, where I'm from, we say oi. So everybody, when I say oi, you say oi, oi. He was hard, and then Six Bill, shout out Six Bill. You know, he coming out of Bushwick and shit. At first, the crowd was dead as fuck, and he's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all getting me tight. You heard? Like, what the fuck we doing, Brooklyn? Like, turn up. Yo, nobody give a fuck. And I'm over here like, yo, this shit is hard. What's up with y'all? And then, like, towards the end, I guess because they saw 4-5 on stage. Oh, shit. But he was kind of just supporting. He wasn't performing. And he was like, yo, turn up, y'all. Like, 6 Bill, whatever. And then people started stage diving out of nowhere. It started getting mad lit. It was like 100 people on stage. And you know Marco Hotel, mad small. So it was mad people there. But anyways, so then Dom is about to perform, right? Yo, my man just comes on mad anticlimactically. Like, he's just like, yo. Like, it was like a song that wasn't even a turn-up track. It was kind of slow. He kind of just got on stage, and I was like, I thought he was going to get on stage to wake up or something, bro. That would have been lit to, like, set the bar. It was kind of slow, kind of dead. Like, what time is it, man? Yo, he definitely needs to improve on his performance skills. The energy really isn't there.
From what I saw, the room
Like,
was
he does
pretty
his
empty.
thing. Yeah, it was probably like,
He probably was disappointed because
I don't know, could be.
let's be honest,
But
This-
he just doesn't have that it factor,
bro.
man.
He does. He performed crazy at Summer
Everybody
Smash.
could go crazy at a tent in Summer Smash.
Okay. With that being
Bro,
said,
to be honest.
this is like his 7th or 8th performance in
Is
a
it?
year,
I
in
don't
like
know.
a year and a half
Is it?
in New York.
Is it? I don't know about
Yeah.
him. What shows was that?
Bro, he went on 2 tours and then the one
There was one
Baby's
at
Alright.
Knockdown. There was one at Knockdown.
And then he
Or
performed
4 or 5.
Box Fest twice. Like
That was 2022. But yeah. But yeah, I feel you. I mean,
he's performed in New
he
York
doesn't have the energy
at
though.
least 8 times. Why would anybody go to a Dom Corleo show for the 8th time?
But that doesn't mean anything though. If you're there, why are you there? You feel me? With that logic, then don't go.
Okay, for
That's
those
my
who
point.
weren't there, they I don't know.
If you're there, you might as well turn up. There's no excuse. It's like, why are you going to see Travis a million times? Because you're a fan. You get what I'm saying? If you
No, I
fuck with
feel
Dom
you.
Corleo, you going to fuck with Dom Corleo. We going to turn up. I don't care if it's the 30th time. There's no excuse,
You will
really.
never catch me watching Dom Corleo for an 8th time.
That's
That's
because
all I'm saying.
you're not a fan. But my point is that if they're all here to see him, why are you just standing there? Just go home. This ain't a fucking library. And with that, Dom Corleo needs to like tell the crowd
It's
to
like
turn
a
up more.
dance. Yeah, it's kind of like a dance though.
You
Like
gotta go back and
if he
forth with the
came
crowd.
up, if he came up like, all right,
Yeah,
y'all,
kind
let's do this,
Yeah,
then the crowd is gonna give you that.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. We got these hot takes going cray. Put that on KK. You know what I'm saying? You ready, cool?
Oi,
Oi! The Michael Jackson comparisons to Cardi gotta stop immediately. When did they start?
they never started.
What? Who the fuck is comparing Michael Jackson to Playboy Cardi?
Maybe it was aura, which we could never,
Oh.
nobody could ever reach the aura of Michael Jackson
Nah, not even close. You seen that clip, right? Where he's just standing there? Michael Jackson?
at the hotel.
Nah, it's like performance. It's like at a show.
Oh yeah,
He comes out and he's just like this. Bro, for legit like 10 minutes straight. You could keep skipping on YouTube. People are passing out. Like security had to I'm talking like 10 people passed out. And he didn't say a single word. Nah, don't ever put him in the same
You know what sucks about those concerts back in the day? If you was in the backpack, you were tight.
Why?
Like
Why?
you got no phone to
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like you can't.
But I'm
see
sure they had the
shit.
big ass screens, probably.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? But somebody responded saying only Chris Brown can be compared to Michael Jackson. And then somebody responded to that saying Chris Brown sucks. Only The Weeknd gets that comparison. My boy. I'm
The
gonna be
weekend
honest.
on the singing aspect.
I'm gonna be honest. That's it. Yes. The Weeknd, I don't know, but I think he's overrated. I know his voice is phenomenal. But
You know
to
what it
compare
is?
him, The Weeknd to Michael Jackson, hell no.
You
I
say
don't
that
see
because
it.
you didn't experience.
I don't see it. I
you didn't
didn't.
experience the weekend. How
I know his voice is
It's
amazing.
It's
and
not even his voice. It's like he was a
I
part
don't
of that
see
era.
the aura of The Weeknd.
From like
at
2011
all.
to 2014 when he didn't even show his face. That's what people really fuck with.
I don't see the aura in The Weeknd at all. Not one bit. I just don't see it. Chris Brown, on the other hand, that is somebody like, damn, that's the aura. I see Breezy going crazy, dancing, putting on a whole show. The Weeknd just singing does nothing for me. That's just me, though. I'm just a fucking asshole.
I feel like The Weeknd is a nostalgia act at this point. Like his newer albums aren't even that crazy. People just give a fuck about House of Balloons, Thursday,
Nah, but I heard, but After Hours was really good though.
After Hours. What's the other one? My Beautiful Dark Twisted Nipples. No.
What?
No. Beauty Behind the Madness. There we go.
Beauty Behind My Asshole. Next week. Next we got. Cardi could really be on the level of trap goats like Future if he dropped as often as they did, or as he did. I
Maybe.
mean,
Or he
he
probably wouldn't-
is though. Really, he don't need to drop like that.
He just
Cardi
won
did drop these bad, whatever songs.
with no real music dropped on his own platform, like on his own account.
Yeah.
He won Billboard Player of the Year.
Ain't that crazy?
No music.
I
It's like
know.
2 features.
I
The
know.
Fiend and the Weeknd.
That Weekend
joint.
shit went crazy for him, bro, and it's like 20 seconds. Did you hear that Cardi song that he performed with The Weeknd in Brazil?
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
a all. He sounds like normal voice Cardi.
Yeah,
now.
normal voice Cardi. Yeah. Let's see if we ever get it.
Destroy Lonely gotta stop locking one sound for an album. I don't think he's capable, my boy.
Locking one sound.
I guess the whole project is one sound. I guess he needs to stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see how it sounds. My man said Utopia is Travis's worst album.
I would say Al Faro, but that's not fair. It's not
That's
really
not
an
an album
album.
though. That's like his mixtape shit.
Yeah, I could agree.
It's still good, but
A
it might
year
be his
later,
worst.
let's admit it, it's not. It doesn't bump in the whip as much as we thought it did.
I low key think
I've been saying that.
I'll
to
be
him.
honest with you. It might be just as good as Rodeo. I think Rodeo's a little overrated. I'm gonna be honest with you. Piss on Your Grave, garbage.
Garbage.
Apple Pie, whatever, garbage.
Oh, come on, you're a
Don't
hater.
like it.
A
It's
fucking
alright.
hater.
Nightcrawler's gas. Antidote's gas. 90210
Yo,
gas.
okay, but you can't even
But-
mention. You can't even mention the songs that are trash on Utopia. Like you can't even remember the title.
There really is no trash song on Utopia. No kill.
What?
Bro, I'm telling you,
The
bro.
Resto?
Bro, you gotta listen to
Del
Utopia again.
Resto. He used
said the
Del Resto, the one with Beyonce.
Oh, that song's whack. Yeah, that's
He
the song
uses
that
that
sucks.
as like a transition song.
That's
like,
the song
when
that
he's
sucks.
changing his clothes.
But
and
what's
shit.
worse, that or Piss on Your Grave? Piss on Your Grave is I hate
Yeah.
that song.
They're both evenly basura.
Anyways, I could see that take.
You're fucking wild
bro,
with
I'm
that
telling
rodeo
you,
take.
bro.
Yo, you're incredible.
Utopia is just as good as
You're
Rodeo,
incredible.
in my opinion, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yes. Thank me, God. It's
Rodeo's
fucking
probably
great.
his best album.
My Eyes is
No,
fucking
Astroworld
great.
is, but
Hyena is fucking great. Those are great songs, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Yes. Even Love with Cuddy, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Eat a wee wee. Lucky is better than Lone easily. I
yo,
don't know, man.
Lucky's
not
we're
bad.
even mentioning him here.
I keep saying that Lucky's not bad, but he's
the
overrated.
only thing I know about
He's
it is
overrated.
he says, outside of me.
Lone is a better performer and makes better music, but that's me. Not by much
I
though.
was about to say some wild
Not by
shit.
much.
And he's thinner.
Yeah. Like I said, music will probably be good, but I'm not feeling that new Weekend cover at all. Eyes are like too wet. You seen the cover? You didn't see the cover? He's kind of like crying a little bit. He's like,
the weekend?
yeah, you ain't see it? It's just a picture. He has like a tank top, like a black shirt. It's
That's
just
what's the
his new
cover
album
of?
that's coming out.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know. It's just him like it looks horrible. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of corny. But Destroy Lonely boxed himself into the sound when we all know he's capable of making more than that sound.
What he boxed himself into.
I guess into that sound. man.
Ian Beats? She wanna suck my dick.
That song hard though. Love for You is one of his best songs. I'm sorry.
She wanna slit my wrist.
She wanna eat my ear. He wanna lick my ear. Yeah, I'm drinking beer. He does his best Don Toliver impression on that song. Let's be honest. I got love for you. My man said Yeat is better than Lone, Ken, and Homicide. That's your prerogative.
Yeah.
That's your prerogative.
Nah,
you know?
come on.
Better than Ken? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
come
don't know
on.
about.
You have a recency bias. Because if 2093 ain't really.
You telling me a Great Chaos doesn't shit all over
It
2093?
does. However,
Today, Ken is better than Yeat.
before both albums dropped, who did you think was better?
Of course, Yeat. But I'm saying today, Ken took a little step over Yeat, bro.
Yo, shout out 42 Daily.
Which I do like the
He
song.
does the aura charts.
Yeah.
Ken does have
I
better
will
aura
say,
right now.
what's an underrated song right now is that song that Yeat dropped called Go Again with Benny X. You ain't hear that shit?
Mhm.
That shit's hard. Go Again. I fuck with it. He's like,
It's a little
everybody fuck with this, but everybody fuck with me. I like it. I fuck with it. It sounds like oh Yeat. That's the shit I like. The hate for Kendrick being the Super Bowl halftime performance is so forced. Should Weezy have been the pick? Yes, but in 10 years, people are going to look at this performance as legendary. Chances are he brings Weezy out, too, because Kendrick understands the culture. That would be sick.
Listen,
if
that
Kendrick brings out Wayne,
nah.
imagine how crazy we would go if he brings out for Fireman.
A milli.
Yo, oh,
Right in the living room.
Hell yeah. What?
I
My
feel like
dad's gonna
Kendrick.
be, oh, for Lil Wayne, that's the garbage you listen to. Ah, get the fuck out. He always talks shit about Lil Wayne.
Well, Kendrick should have came out. I think it was who was it last year? It was the West Coast guys, right?
Last year in the Super Bowl?
Like they did Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent.
Nah, that was like 2 years ago,
He should have came out then.
if I'm not
Kendrick.
mistaken. No, wait, it might have been last year, because this year was who? Who was this year? Mike Cat.
I don't know.
I don't know. He said, "Not Like Us" is about to be the greatest Super Bowl halftime moment of all time. Imagine that whole crowd going crazy though. We still have yet to see a whole stadium sing that shit. We see that
Drake gonna
arena.
be tight.
Yeah, Drake is tight. He's been tight, bro. Oh no.
You can headline the Canadian Football League Super Bowl. Drake.
Yo, Trippy was chilling with Drake the other day. You give a fuck? I couldn't say that without laughing.
Nigga spit all over
Would you
me.
Would you want a new Trippy and Drake song?
I'm sure Trippy would.
My man said G Herbo is genuinely one of the worst rappers in the game. I always said
Yo, a
he's a
couple
little.
niggas that's down the ride for a homicide when it's drama time. Run up on a
Overrated.
nigga with the llamas flying, there's loved ones all traumatized.
It's just the way he raps is like he fumbles over his own sentences. I go to the store with a Nintendo.
It's kind of like some Ken Carson shit. That's where Ken Carson got it.
I guess, but it's worse.
Yeah, and he
He doesn't
really
have good song structure. That's what it is.
cadence.
He has
song
good
structure.
bars and shit. Like he could, do a good track, but an album from G Herbo, you got to be a different kind of person.
Face.
You got to be a different kind of human being to listen to an entire G Herbo project. I'm sorry, he just doesn't have it in him. To me, I mean, his PTSD album was solid. I fuck
Yeah,
with
it
that.
definitely was.
But or Swervo, I like that one. But I don't know. I could be talking out of my anus.
Nah. You right. Cause at this point,
I got
with
everything
certain
we got
exactly.
already.
There's so many artists that were
Him, Lil
like,
Durk, like we
it's
good
time
on
for the
that.
new ones, man. It's
Like
time.
I'm Durked out. Like anything he drops, what have we not heard already from Lil Durk? Like Drake, it's always gonna be something different, Like I always look forward to a Drake project, but with Durk, it's like, all right, you're gonna talk about your ops and come on. Next, rappers got to be some of the dumbest people when it comes to capitalizing off success. Think of Snot and Jack Harlow that had the world in their hands and fully fumbled compared to people like Lil Yachty and Lil B, which both had completely different ways to stay relevant and it worked.
I don't know about Lil B.
Yeah, because Lil B never got that mainstream hit like that.
Yeah.
He had a little with Wonton Soup.
What was
you
the
know?
beginning of the take again?
Rappers gotta be some of the dumbest people when it comes to capitalizing off success. Think of Snot and Jack Harlow that had the world in their hand but fully, fumbled
Right.
compared to people like Lil B. I don't know about Lil B.
Yeah, that first part is better to talk
but
about.
Lil Yachty, I could see that. Because he did fall
He
off a bit
revolutionized
musically.
himself. He evolutionized himself.
What is it? Evolutionized? I never heard that word.
It's probably not a word.
Damn, shout out to the freshman center. That's crazy. That's hard.
Yeah, with Jack Harlow, once I saw at Barclays, like, they gave away over 5,000 free tickets. And
Why is he
what year
even
was
doing
that?
the Barclays? I
2023?
still can't believe that.
At that time, he should not have been doing the Barclays. And the City Girls were opening. That show was garbage.
You would have to pay me to go to that show. I'm not, no way.
Yeah.
Last one. My man said Nas's King's Disease and Magic series are better than anything he's released in the last 20 years. That's a take from me.
So
That's a take from me.
2004, he's saying.
To now. Shit. Yeah.
The N-Word album came out when?
2008. 2004 was Street's Disciple was a double disc project, which kind of flopped because
Wasn't 2005
2006 was Hip Hop Is Dead.
Hip Hop Is Dead.
2008 was Untitled. 2010 was a project he made with Damian Marley, which a lot of people don't know about.
Mad random.
It's pretty solid.
Shout out Damian Marley
You feel me?
and Lauryn Hill.
Mm.
They had a baby.
Mm.
I forgot his name,
Mm.
but he got the number one. What's the Jamaican music like rhythm
Reggae?
and blues? Reggae.
Oh.
Number one reggae song in the charts
For
right now.
real? Word?
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Oh,
Okay.
people are fighting.
Word?
Oh, you've heard that shit before.
Gunna's better.
Wow.
Nah, nah, I agree with that though. But other than like Life is Good that came out in 2012 was really solid. But yeah, nah. King's Disease trilogy. I'm still mad he made a Magic 2 and Magic 3. Very unnecessary. Magic was like a one-off random mixtape that he made. It was an album, but it was like 10 songs. It was mad good. Anticipating for King's Disease 3, and then he should have ended it at King's Disease 3. But Magic 2 and 3 is still good. But they came out 2 months apart. Like, what? You just dropped the whole album, and then you dropped Magic 3 2 months later? It's not very Nas-like. But
That's
you know.
disrespectful.
But anyways, that's really it, man. 102, cuz.
Yo, Lil Wayne, greatest rapper of all time.
Kendrick's better though. I'm just saying. I love Wayne.
Episode.
He not a better freestyler though. I'll say that.
Who's better than?
I don't know about the mixtape
Who's
Weezy
better
though.
than
I
both
don't
of
know
them?
about mixtape Weezy though. Who's better than both of them?
B.O.B.
Charles Hamilton. You don't remember him? You don't remember Charles Hamilton? You don't remember him? He had that Sonic shit going on, 2009.
Sonic Boom.
Bro, you don't remember Charles Hamilton, boy? No way. He was like super like blog era, like no way, bro.
You don't remember Jay Sean? Baby, are you down, down, down,
Tell
down,
me you never
down,
heard this
down?
You don't remember Charles Hamilton? Yeah, you eat ass, bro. He was like real like blog era, like he was on the 2009 Double XL Freshman list. Do your history, man.
I'm in town, yeah. Party is going down.